Hey, what's up guys? Eric Jones here.
My name's Kalen and I.
And today we are showing you a 2018 Gibson Les Paul Studio.
What?
Let's do it. Alright, so this guitar is insanely cool. I had ordered the black one and I went to go visit him at his shop, and as I was walking around I saw a poster for the new 2018 Les Paul Studios, and I literally paused and I was just like...
That was your, that was your literal face expression. It was pretty amazing. I was like, oh no, what's happening now?
Yeah. And so in a matter of like 2 hours, I made a few phone calls, canceled the other order.
Yeah.
Found this guy on Reverb through Chicago Music Exchange, which, by the way, if you ever buy anything on Reverb and one of the sellers is Chicago Music Exchange, you need to check them out. They do such a great job packaging things. They actually inspect the instrument once in shop. Inside the little compartment, I found a card that was like inspected by Earl or someone.
And Tidbit, Chicago Music Exchange actually runs Reverb.
Do they really?
Yeah, they own Reverb.
Well, that explains why it came in a Reverb box.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, they're actually the place that started Reverb.
That's fantastic. And another great thing is it was packaged way better than Gibson packages stuff. Because cool. I've bought stuff from Gibson in the past, and it's literally a cardboard box, slide the guitar in, and they put like a cardboard...
A header and a footer,
essentially. A header and a footer, basically. Yeah. They package it full of bubble wrap and little beans and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's the best shipping I've ever had something sent to me in.
You did remove the pick guard, though. You did. That's a personal choice on that one. So it didn't come without the pick guard.
Yeah, so there's a black pick guard typically on there. I took it off. And so a few specs we'll run you by, and then we'll get some sound demos. Mm-hmm. It's a mahogany body, it's got a plain maple top, and this awesome smokehouse burst finish.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
This video will never do this justice because I've seen tons of pictures online, and none of those do this justice either. This is a sight to behold. It looks beautiful. It's got binding on the neck. It's got the slim 60s taper profile on the neck. Mm-hmm. Classic 57 in the neck and 57 plus in the bridge. Coil taps. And Grover tuners.
Grover tuners, yeah.
Yeah.
What more could you want or ask for?
Absolutely. It's a nice step up from those Kluson tuners.
Oh, yeah.
The classics.
Yeah, the Klusons. Yeah, those, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most people, I think they just learned that everybody that got these were just taking the Klusons off and throwing Grovers on them anyway. So they're like, okay, why don't we just throw Grovers on there from the get-go? Makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. And they started doing that standard with the Studio Series in 2017, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so, no, it's a beautiful guitar. I'm excited to have you guys listen to it, and hopefully this video is informative. And also, if you have not noticed already, I'm rocking a fret wrap up here. If you haven't seen it already, a previous video that we did, we actually go into detail about the fret wrap and some of its capacities. Up here, it does a lot to stop some of those extra frequencies that just exist when you're playing. And so if you haven't already, there's a link in the description below, or if you're subscribed, you can easily just go back to the backlog and look at it. But it is a must-watch if you've ever been interested in those or have ever seen one.
Most definitely. Yeah, well, let's get to the demo.
Well, hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed the audio examples we gave. For those that are wondering, the signal chain was a Les Paul into a Helix directly into my Apollo Twin. And I'm really happy with the sounds we got, and I'm really happy with the way the Les Paul plays, feels, resonates, and sounds.
Yeah, it really does sound great and felt nice, very, very playable. Any issues that we had with it is something that you'll see. You just are kind of known things with Les Paul as far as like the G-string. Yeah, I mean that's kind of just a known thing that happens, and it wasn't even that bad.
So like we said, the only issue was kind of tuning. The G-string would go here and there, but it wasn't that bad when we were filming this.
No.
I've been using it for a week and a half now, and I've never had that many drastic issues with tuning. Not like some Les Pauls in the past. Like we said earlier,
there's definitely been worse I've played for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's because we got a Techloid nut. And then also on top of that, you got the Grover tuners instead of the Klusons, which if anyone out there knows, the Klusons will go out of tune quite a bit. And there's going to be someone commenting here going, my Klusons have been perfect since day one.
Never had an issue with my Klusons. I guess all other Klusons are inferior to the ones that I have.
Yeah. Which, you know what? If that's the case, awesome. Sweet. You are the luckiest Gibson owner ever. Before the normies out there and the mortals, Klusons are pretty bad, but these Grovers are a step in the right direction.
For sure.
I think the only possible next step forward would be to get locking tuners.
Yeah. And I feel in this day and age, guitar manufacturing, stuff like that, Gibson gets a lot of flack.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cool for us to do an honest review of one of their most current guitars. And, you know, it was played great, it sounded great. And I think with any guitar manufacturer, you're going to run into some lemons here and there. And,
for sure.
And I visited the Gibson factory personally back in 2014, actually right before they launched the 2015 line, and actually got to sit in the room with the USA CEO and discuss the whole, and ask questions about the whole Tronical E-tuners at that time, which was a lot of fun. But anyway, and you know, they still take what they do seriously. It is a big operation. And so when you think of numbers, when you think of statistically how many guitars are going to be a lesser quality in comparison to others, you know, they put out 500 to 600 guitars a day.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, you know, there's, even though if they keep the statistics lower, there's still going to be a technically bigger number of guitars that may not be quite as good as some others. So
for sure. And I think another fair assessment of that is most of the time people play Les Pauls, they're walking into their local guitar center. It's been sitting there since 2014, and it's the one model that didn't sell, and then someone will pick it up and be like, oh, this is awful. It's like, well, it's been hanging in this room for 3 years, 4 years now.
And obviously I'm an advocate for Guitar Center because, I mean, they've employed me for the past 5-6 years. But, and yeah, I have to go through, I make a point to go through and try to take that one that's been sitting up there for a while and, you know, give it some love. And
TLC, man.
TLC, you know, and it... Any guitar that's been hanging up for a bit, you know, is gonna see a little. The neck's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna play amazing. The strings are not gonna be perfect shape. So you kind of have to take all that with a grain of salt.
For sure. And so I think this guitar is fantastic. If you're interested in Les Paul and you're looking at the 2018 lineup and you don't want to shell out the cash for a traditional or a classic, something like that, this Studio will get you wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
it sounds great, plays great.
Yeah, the purpose of the Studio is to be used in the studio and sound as good as its more expensive counterparts. But visually, they cut costs on it so that they can sell it at a lower price point. It's supposed to sound the same as the higher models. Now, whether it does or not, that's for the players to judge. I think they sound, the ones I've played, you're really hard pressed to tell the difference.
98%.
Yeah, it sounds great. All the necessary components are there for it to sound awesome and like a Les Paul. So, I mean, I think it's a great guitar for the money. And, you know, if you want that Les Paul sound at a lesser expensive price point, I mean, you really can't go wrong. So,
for sure. Well, like always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe. I got more content coming. Thank you for being so patient. I've been dealing with the stomach flu and stuff the past couple weeks, whether it be me or someone else or a significant other, just taking care of people. So it's been tough to get videos out, but I'm looking to get back on the regular train of videos soon. So thank you for your patience. Thank you so much. And as of right now, we are at 99 subscribers, which is awesome. I'm super stoked on that.
One more to 100. That would be incredible. That'd be sweet.
It could be you.
You
could
right
be
now.
My 100. It's like the dollar you put up, like my first dollar. You could be my 100th first dollar. And after 100 subscribers, I'm looking to possibly do a giveaway or something like that for those that are subscribed. And so if you're interested, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have anything to say about it. And as always, have an awesome week, and we hope this video was helpful for you in finding a Les Paul.
Most definitely. See you guys later.
I've been watching a lot of anime lately.